In the quiet town of Whitehall, amidst its aging buildings and cobblestone paths, stood a curious landmark, the Echo Library. Even more curious in this library was a hidden room in the history section. It is here where I made my greatest discovery and gravest mistake, as this is where I had found the book. The book, bound in faded leather and filled with cryptic symbols, was more than just an antique. It was a key, a harbinger of the prophesied apocalypse. As an anthropologist, my journey had led me to become the guardian of this calamitous manuscript, the Chronicle of Shadows. The Chronicle outlined the steps that would lead to the end of the world, depicting a great chain of catastrophic events set into motion by the book itself. The echo from the library had warned, it can bring an end, and as I dove deeper into the cryptic symbols and diagrams, I understood why. Each page of the book carried a potent energy, and as I deciphered the ancient language, I discovered it was not a static prophecy but an active one, like a script that is rewritten each time it is read. The symbols in the Chronicle represented events yet to happen, and reading them solidified their existence. I had unknowingly become the harbinger, the first domino that set things into motion. The first symbol I translated, a figure of a serpent devouring itself, symbolized a natural disaster, an unprecedented, catastrophic earthquake that would strike at the heart of the world. As I understood the symbol, news reports began to flood in, of tremors felt around the globe. The next was an image of a pair of scales, imbalanced, a foreboding sign of societal collapse. Again, as I deciphered it, the world experienced an accelerated upheaval of civil unrest, chaos sowing seeds of disorder everywhere. The third symbol, a black sun, represented the blinding of enlightenment, the suppression of knowledge. I watched in horror as scholars, scientists, thinkers, were denounced worldwide, their wisdom replaced with misinformation and fear. The echo's warnings reverberated in my mind. Only I know where it is. I realized the gravity of my situation. Each time I deciphered a symbol, the corresponding event would unfold in the world. The Chronicle was not just a record of a prophecy, it was a catalyst. It wasn't predicting the end, it was causing it. In panic, I considered destroying the book, but as the guardian, I knew I was bound to it. The Echo had entrusted me with a duty. Rather than be the harbinger of the end, could I be the one to stop it? The final symbol loomed ominously, a gate flanked by monstrous figures. I dared not translate it, fearing what apocalypse it might unleash. I had to find a way to break this chain of events, haunted by the echoes and the weight of the world on my shoulders. I remembered the library itself. An enigma, a trap of echoes. The echoes weren't merely trapped sounds, they were moments of time captured within the library's walls. With a desperate idea, I returned to the Echo Library with the Chronicle. In its echoing halls, I read the book again, but this time, in reverse, speaking backwards. The echoes carried my words. The past events and conversations meshed with the symbols. The walls vibrated. The air hummed with energy as the echoes of the library consumed the prophecy, folding it into the library's temporal echo, trapping the end of the world within its walls. When I emerged from the library, the world had changed, or rather, it was changing back. The catastrophic events were reversing, healing, the earth's tremors ceased, the civil unrest calmed, and the scholars were once again respected. In the end, the Echo Library consumed the prophecy, and I became another echo in its vast collection. Yet, the Chronicle of Shadows remains, locked away within the library's walls, its whispers warning of the power it holds, cautioning any who dare unleash it again.